Overruled. No.
Nope.
No. So welcome back. We are doing some more Phoenix Wright. What was it? Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
Oh, you said the right way that time.
I did say it right.
You concentrated hard, didn't you?
I had to focus.
I thought I saw smoke coming.
It hurt. It hurt a lot. So, excuse me. So, yeah, we are about, what was it? Mr. Payne is about to call his new witness.
Yes.
So let's find out
who it is.
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant flee the scene of the crime. Oh, that was Mr. Payne. Whoops. I read that wrong.
Yeah.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad.
Yeah.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sott to the stand.
Saw it.
That's pretty fucking...
Apparently he's a witness and he saw it.
Mr. Sott, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sott, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
The faces, man, the faces.
This is not easy. This is not easy. Not easy whatsoever. I was going door to door. So, I don't know how to do his voice. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment.
It looks like he's like zipping up his pants or something.
It does. It looks like he's zipping up his fly. Absolutely. That's all I hear.
Oh.
Then I saw her laying there, a woman, not moving, dead.
How do you know she was dead?
I quailed and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. I don't know. How did... Yeah, exactly. That's my question. How the fuck did he know he was dead?
She was dead. Right.
She was dead. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in our apartment wasn't working.
Wait, how do you know if it wasn't working if he didn't go inside?
We'll get there. I'm sure we'll get there.
Sorry, I like shows and stuff like this.
I know you're a huge Law and Order SVU fan. I know.
I am.
I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
His eyes are like so wide now.
I know they're fucking like just blazing. Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sott used was one of those.
Does that look like a corded phone?
It is a cordless phone. Looks like a cordless phone.
Exactly. He said it was a corded.
Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
You went to school for it, for fuck's sake! Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
And my mic just gave out.
You're an orph. You'll be saying that about your back soon.
This mic boom pisses me off.
Give it a blue pill.
It's so droopy. It's so droopy. My mic boom is so droopy.
No.
There we go. All right. I don't know. All right. So we're going to try this. All right. Boom. Lies. What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key, you dumbass. It's in the fucking evidence.
Compare the witnesses.
That's me.
Sorry.
For fuck's sake.
I'm getting into it. I'm getting into this.
Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Oh, I said a big word.
Contradict.
I read a big word.
There you go.
First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, I almost didn't do it that time, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
No, I'm not.
My kind of shit.
Okay.
Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Because everybody's apparently a fucking human or robot, so.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be interesting.
Have your shit together, damn it.
I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quelled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record with tab if something strikes you as being suspicious. Then, find the evidence that contradicts his testimony and present it to the court.
So, okay.
Options. Or is it present?
I think it's present. So, how did he know if he never went in the apartment, as he said? How did he know that the phone wasn't working?
That, and they said that corded phones usually work in blackouts. That wasn't a corded phone. That was a cordless. Not only that, how did he know she was dead?
How was she not? Yeah. Quelled and fright myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working.
Hit tab. Open the...
Present. So...
Okay, wait. From noon to 6. Go back 1. Go back. What's the first one? That little metal thing?
Well, according to this, her time of death was 4 to 5.
Yeah. And he said it was at 1.
It was precisely
Present
1.
it. You found it.
I don't know that that's it, though. But I'll throw it out there. I'll throw it out there.
It has to be.
Objection. This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just not related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Okay, so what I do know is that we get 3 attempts. Or we have to... And then
I just don't get it, though.
I know.
Okay, so go back
So what do we...
Keep going.
Okay.
That? Object, yes, do that.
And then what am I going to present? Or I could press him.
No. Do that with the autopsy report. Yes. Because that has the time right there.
We did that already, didn't we?
No, it was on a different saying. Because I think whatever's down here has to match the whatever you're presenting. Maybe?
We'll try. You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes. It was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, snap.
We got him. I think we got him on the ropes. We got him on the ropes. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. No. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question.
Okay, wait. So, you know that, or did you realize that if you match what shows in the text screen, that's why it didn't work the first time? Even though you were trying to prove the difference between the time he found her and the time on the autopsy report, it didn't register that you were objecting that because it wasn't in the text screen.
No shit. I did not notice that.
Yeah, that's why the second time it worked. Because it was in the text screen.
Look at you all being all gamerish
I love
and
this shit, man.
Yeah, she's into it.
I am.
She is into it. All right.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. Wright can put me on the spot. That's all you have to...
She can't even get through that next sentence.
That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies.
Beget.
Why is it beget? Or, yeah.
Because she's a lawyer.
Oh. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. I got a new push-up bra too. Did you see her showing it off?
I did not see that.
Oh, she
Wait,
was.
I remember now. Do you care to give your testimony again?
Uh-oh.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
Oh my god, this game is so hard for me because as soon as I see a difference, I just want to blurt.
Just give it a moment. I know. You're doing good. You're doing good. I appreciate the assist, I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
You're fucked. Right. You know what to do. Stroke it that way. Not that one, you ass.
Back and forth. Back and forth. Oh, Jesus
I blame
Christ.
seesaws.
Yeah, no shit. I've got this one. Cross-examination, the time of discovery. You see, when I... Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, okay. Yeah, alright. So, you see, when I found the body, I heard the time.
Object.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
There was a blackout.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I love
You're
this
right.
shit.
You're right. You're right. What was it? Blackout record. Bam.
Yes.
Objection! Hold it right there. I don't know. I'm talking like the fucking judge. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it.
Fuck.
You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawt? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite.
Shit.
Ah! Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawt, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather,
That's the judge.
Oh. And you seem
fuck.
rather... I know, I fucked it up. I know. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawt. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Shit.
This is so hard for me to not like blurt.
Like you. Yeah, I know. I want to scream at my fucking at the monitor and go.
Do you not see me like
you motherfucker?
do you not see me like kind of wincing every time I catch something?
I know, right?
Oh.
All right, so yeah. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Oh, please do.
Gladly.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And here we go.
Okay, so first off.
Bring it.
First off.
Let's go.
How does he know the murder weapon was a clock? If you pull out the murder weapon, it just shows the thinker.
Oh, that's a good one. It's rather heavy. A statue in the shape of the thinker.
So how would he know that there was a clock in there if he didn't go in?
Okay, so we have that. Okay, so that's one plausibility. Okay, so.
Oh my god, I fucking love this game. I do.
She's fucking into it.
I am.
All right, there was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. The murder weapon the killer used to hit the victim. There was a table clock in there. Actually,
okay, wait.
I didn't
so
hear it. Okay, I saw it.
How would you use this text box or the other one that said the murder weapon? Because it was not specified that the murder weapon was a clock.
I don't know, to be honest with you.
So, see, you're
I'm
right back at the
struggling.
beginning.
No, this is the beginning right here.
So, you can either use that text box to fight it.
Which one's easier? Which one's more plausible?
More plausible. Pull up the murder weapon again. The court record. Okay, so all it says is statue.
Right.
It doesn't say it was the murder weapon.
I didn't hear it. I saw it.
But that doesn't state the murder weapon. It just shows statue.
So.
Oh, this is tough. Oh my God, this is tough.
Yeah. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? It seems like he's asking.
Right, but
I want to present that to that. That's what I want.
Know.
How does he know?
No, you get first pick.
How does he know it's a clock?
That's what I'm saying. He didn't
because
go in.
even the evidence calls it a statue.
Yeah, right.
Let's do it.
It doesn't even say murder or the evidence. It just
Here we
says.
Go. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Wait just a moment.
Dude, I'm getting so fucking nervous.
The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Why? Your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
I'm shitting myself.
Yes, Mr. Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud.
Oh!
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
I know. I'm with you. I'm with you totally. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I got 2 on that one.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yeah, oh, fuck yes!
I do.
Fuck yes, we do,
because
Judge.
If it was a legit murder trial, it was Wright could have it thrown.
His first His first testimony was that he never went into the end of the room. How the fuck would he know it's not a clock or a statue, regardless, if he never went into the fucking room?
It's not just that. It was filed wrong.
Yes.
So they could actually, if it was legit,
declare a mistrial?
Yes, they could. But second off, he said it says the time out loud. The time.
That's true. He would have to have his hands on it. Legitimately, he would have to have his hands on that statue.
For the time to read out loud.
Yes.
But the time was still off, though.
And, well, she also came from overseas.
But did she have it with her?
What was it, Paris? She came from.
I think so.
She came from Paris.
But it didn't say she had it with her or anything.
Well, I mean, she was in a hotel or a motel, whatever the fuck you got. Obviously, what do you think? Like,
I don't know
what I mean? I have a problem. I have a problem with it.
I do.
Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony.
He's had too many through the back door.
A gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon.
Down the hallway?
Yeah, hot dog now. Yeah. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Oh, I called that shit. I totally called that shit.
Yeah.
Clearly a contradiction. Indeed.
Oh, wait, do that grunt again.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment or knew the victim. What are we doing? Went into the apartment.
Yes.
Here we go. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the... Sorry.
Yep.
You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
He looks constipated.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, never... Look, the clock I heard... No, I mean, I saw... Shut up! I hate you all!
Oh my god, it's my typing in your string chat.
Yeah, I know, right? It was him, I tell you, it was him! He killed her and should burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw heard was definitely this clock. In fact, a fact which is clear if you simply examine
Try sounding the clock.
Yeah, we'll sound the clock. Yeah. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
Sorry. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all.
Oh shit, I turned him into Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saw heard and the actual time of death. So,
Nope,
Mr.
you're Phoenix.
So, Mr. Saw, thank you. So, Mr. Saw, try to talk your way out of this one.
You dick.
Ha! Ha ha ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder?
Oh.
If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
Shit.
Gotcha, bitch!
It was at that moment he knew. He fucked up.
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright.
And then she stopped.
It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Negatron. Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness.
Oh, fuck!
What? No! I got shit, Your Honor. I got shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Fuck. This ends the cross-examination.
No!
Wait.
What?
Wait. No. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You
Sorry.
lawyers are all slime.
You come, you fuck shit it, then you leave.
I almost had him. I'm going to slam my desk. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Saw It.
Chief.
That's right, bitch. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. Damn it, think!
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box.
She said box.
She said, damn. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume, you guys are good at that. The clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes!
Yes.
That shit.
Yes. We got this. Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it, for fuck's sake, and let them have it!
Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Have you?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Boop, boop, boop. That's got to be it. That's got to be it.
Do it. No balls, do it.
Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day.
Ah!
The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. I fucked up the voice again. Sorry. The
shit show guy.
The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong.
Good thing she's a procrastinator.
Proof enough for you, Mr. Slot? You should, I say.
Or should
I say, Mr. Did It?
Apparently Texan schooling ain't no better than Bama's.
Shut up. Oh, he fucking fainted.
See?
Where the fuck did he go? Wait. Order. Order, I say.
Go stick it in his mouth. He'll wake up.
I'm not sticking anything in his mouth. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and, has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor.
Now I'm gonna go fuck my chief.
I'm gonna take my chief to Pound Town, sir.
Pound Town, all aboard!
I have to say, I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm not as dumb as they say I am.
This is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. GG, guys.
Woo!
GG. That was a bit of a that was a bit of a long episode. Oh wait. It turns out that Frank Sott was a common burglar.
Oh, fuck.
He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sott let himself in to do his dirty work.
He left a load on her pillow. That's why he was zipping up.
Dear God, woman.
What? Sorry.
You are a damaged human being.
I'm sorry.
While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sott grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Mr. Sott did not take her to Pound Town.
Well, in a way, he kind of did. He pounded her.
Oh, Jesus Christ. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Your hand drops later.
Jesus. Oh, forgive me. Forgive me, comment section. Please forgive me. Thanks, Chief. I really owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note, and it felt damn good.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. She's this glad. Imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
My model's not working.
Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Hey, that was a song. That's an old song.
I don't remember that one.
Justin Timberlake.
Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was never mind.
Slut. Congratulations,
she was a hoe bag,
Harry.
Larry. She was a hoe bag, Larry. She's been ridden more than Seattle Slew. Let her go, man.
Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Oh, that's you. Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Touch my butts.
I'm fairly certain his name is Larry, so she completely dismissed him.
Yeah. And he still doesn't care, though. Look.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie,
just the tip.
My treat.
Just the tip. Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one that got you off the hook. Oh hey. Hey, here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Holy fuck, nobody ever gives me shit. Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Shit.
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. There we go.
Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry.
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah,
You were friend zoned, my dude.
you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not sympathizing. Really? Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she feels about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Attorney's
badge.
no. Autopsy report? No. It's got to be the statue. Because why would she give him his passport?
She did travel with it, though.
Yeah.
She took it with her, so it was kind of maybe
that's the only connection between
the two of them.
All of these other things.
Right. He made that for her, so maybe she took it.
Oh, that's
with
right.
her.
He did say he. That.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Take that. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry.
Nailed it!
And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling.
Right?
Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer.
No, fuck
Really?
me.
I am. Thanks.
You used lube.
Hope that made him feel a little bit better.
He got him off the hook.
I think I think you appreciate
Right?
it.
I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. But people too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. They're the little engines that could. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, for fuck's sake. Learn. Stop being a man-child and grow strong.
Here we go.
Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Whipped cream!
Yeah, I guess so.
Dessert's on me. Say, how about dinner on me? Oh,
Dinner on you.
We skipped dinner.
Dinner on you.
Me. Yes, dessert on me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts everywhere. Love the butts.
Giggity. Yeah.
Giggity. Oh, speaking of Harry.
Uh-oh.
You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks.
Many drinks.
And a condom.
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave me up." I didn't know then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
Oh, for fuck! Come on!
And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
Him and Larry, oh.
In the next episode.
Giggity. Goo.
Giggity goo? That was a question mark? Guys, thank you so much for watching. We're gonna, I think we're fucking like invested. I think we're intrigued.
Dude, it's so hard to keep my mouth shut though because I'm catching them.
Don't keep your mouth shut. Spit it the fuck out.
Dude, I can't when you're reading because then.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Like that's why right after you're done, I'm like, hey, no,
hey,
listen,
fucker. Yeah, no,
listen
I got you.
Here. Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Yeah. Slow your roll. No, I got you, and I appreciate that.
I want some cinnamon rolls. You said rolls.
In due time. All right. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching. And we'll certainly have more.
Like, hit, smash.
Smash, like, hit, subscribe.
I tried.
That was good. That was good. Guys, take care. We'll see you guys in the next game. Much love.
Later, dolls.